Good evening. Welcome to another hour on Inside Eve. It's been a beautiful day so far. Well, apart from petrol scarcity, traffic jams around town, the day has been good so far. I hope yours has been lovely. Even if it hasn't been, trust us to spruce up your evening a little bit. My name is Fome. I'm your host for tonight. And right here sitting with me is my beautiful co-host.
Hello.
She's smart. She's brilliant. See how she's blushing.
Hell,
she's already blushing.
Hello,
Introduce
good
yourself
evening. My name is
and say
Aderi
hello.
Sola. My name is Aderi Sola. My name is Aderi Sola. Just let it be.
Your
like
name
that.
is Aderi Sola tonight.
Just that. Don't push me, Fome. Don't push me. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to Inside Eve. Derry, how's your day been? How are you coping with
Don't ask me
the
about
fuel
my day.
scarcity? I
It's
know, right?
it's annoying when you have to hustle for fuel and then you get some fuel and then you're stuck in traffic, burning the same fuel that you
Burning
hustle
it.
to get. Like seriously.
I know, right? It's almost like there's a relationship between the petrol scarcity and the traffic jams.
I don't understand. It's supposed to be like, okay,
Because-
petrol scarcity, people should park their cars at home and then the
You
roads
know,
are like
and it
free.
doesn't feel like there's any scarcity at all because there's so many cars on the road.
Park at home.
Yeah, right.
Don't exhaust yourself.
Nigerians.
Do pool method.
No
you are going to the
ways.
island, 5 of you on your street, combine, sit down and walk out.
Nigerians, but you know how we do it.
Yeah.
We always
Everybody
we always
wants to be-
adjust.
Everybody wants to be independent, you know.
We always adjust. That's one good thing I like about Nigerians. We always adjust.
yeah.
very
Is it a
fast.
good thing?
It's good and then it's not very good as well. You know, it has its downsides to
Sometimes
it.
people have to like stand up, do the Martin Luther King thing,
Of
stand
course,
up and
of
say
course.
we shall
Yeah.
overcome.
I think
have
that's
a
one of the
dream,
major
all that.
downsides. Like people don't really fight for, you know, what's right
Anything they
anymore.
throw at us, we just go. But anyway, I'm sure we'll get there someday.
Yeah, right.
Let's not take the show down
Yeah.
into the whole Nigeria
Well,
thing. Gist.
Moving on. Jeez, man. You know, I think some people are reaping of a few benefits from social media. I know we were almost murdering social media on Monday, but
yeah,
then
look up, drop your phone.
drop your phones and all of that story. People's lives are changing. Really.
As if people are not watching us like via live stream or
People's lives
on
are
Facebook.
changing through the social media.
Okay.
Because there was a guest on the UK-based talk show. She was on the show for something else. Apparently, she was sleeping with someone else's ex. You know, all these talk shows that they just blab and bicker about, you know, almost nothing. And
It's
so,
something, oh, babes.
you know,
You can't say almost nothing.
well, it's
Relationship
content.
matter is something.
They also have a lot of following and all that. And then her pictures got on Instagram, on Twitter rather.
Okay.
So instead of people to talk about the issue that was at stake, they went on and on and on about her teeth. You know, she had this
Horrid dentition.
like Dracula-like teeth, like buck teeth, like the brown buck teeth. I'm sure you see it in the photos. And then all of a sudden, the host of the show just decided that, you know what, let's give this lady a complete makeover.
Wow.
How lucky can she get?
Wow.
And apparently, there are rumors that it cost about £10,000.
As in
That's
all
a lot
this-
of cash.
Fome, when are we going to start throwing around a lot of money, you know?
Oh, my friend, very soon.
All our callers, those of
worry.
you that are really calling on the show,
Don't
watch
worry.
out.
It's just a
Anything
matter
you
of time.
You have tissue, come.
Yeah, right.
You have acne
This
issues,
is
come.
not a charity.
And babe, you don't have to. Very soon, like early Januaries and all, we start dashing
That's
out
funny.
things.
Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
now.
We will get to that
We will
stage.
get to that
we will get
stage.
to that stage. It's just
Yeah.
a matter of time. So, talking about this lady, like her life completely changed
Wow.
from she has really fab teeth now, nice, sparkling, and her boyfriend is happy to show her off.
I beg you should come out. All these boyfriends that will not stay there, that will not stay when you have bad
Well,
dentition.
what do you expect?
Yeah?
If it was you, I'm sure you'd do the same thing.
Everybody likes something good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you bring the guy home and he's driving a really nice car, you probably call your mom to please come
Of course,
open the
of
gate.
course.
You forgot your key somewhere just
Because
because you want your mom
show
to
him
see
more
like
of that
ah,
extra, like
I brought
like
home
people
good
that
fry.
wear really nice watches and then you ask them for the time and then they go.
For me, I think you do it too.
They go like this.
I think you do it
So you can see their
sometimes.
watch.
Nice wristwatch, by the way.
Oh,
Anyway,
thank you.
I have interesting gist. Speaking of relationships, we have another African drama. Okay, there's this like, was she 53 or 43-year-old woman
That doesn't
Who
matter,
found-
Jerry.
who found love
in issues like this.
I think it was on social media, this social media business. Anyway,
Mm.
so far, she's been in a relationship with some guy who claims to be in Africa right now.
An online
Who's been in Italy, been to these places. Right now,
And-
he's in Benin Republic, I think.
And you know what? He had to mention he was also in Nigeria.
Like, dude, don't pass through Nigeria.
just go straight to Benin, please.
Stop identifying with us. Let 19-year-old Sahila Ibrahim identify with us,
Exactly,
not people like
yeah.
you. Anyway, so this woman, between her, an online relationship between herself and the guy, she's been able to like cough out $1.4 million.
Over the course of 18 months.
That's like
Wow.
That's like crazy. Okay, she says the guy has always been arrested on false charges, you know, this
wants
and
bail
that.
money
You
and-
know, so she has to like. I think last year she sold her house. She sold her house and sent him $550,000 as
Yay.
bail. Please, which police station is
In this-
collecting that one?
Then what baffles me is in this time and age, like Maga is still paying like this.
I don't understand. And she still believes in love.
She says the guy loves
95%.
me 95%, that she's pretty sure the guy loves her.
You know the interesting part? In the beginning, when they started off with their relationship, she said she was online on social media. And the next thing is the guy pops up and says, hey, and she's like, who is this handsome dude talking to me? That's the problem. I think people need to work on their self-esteem. Like, everybody's living a lie. Everybody's living a lie on social media, you know. So when somebody interesting talks to you, you're like, yay.
He's talking
When
to
somebody
me,
popular follows you back,
yay.
you're like, yay. You know,
truth is-
and it's easy for people to take advantage of other people.
Of course, over the social
So
media.
everybody needs to chill, man. But 1.4 million, I give it up to the guy, and she says he's been losing his accent.
Yeah!
They don't
Like,
jam
the
her
guy
down.
gave himself away several times, but the lady still believed that, you know what, maybe this is real love.
I think it's sad. It's sad.
It's very sad
Mm-hmm.
because all the red flags were there. She says the guy keeps losing his accent. He probably adjusted to the accent in Benin. You don't adjust to accents so easily.
But then I like her outlook. You know, sometimes
right.
forget the fact that she's being funny here. I mean, she's obviously been swindled. That's a foregone issue. But then I like the fact that she's giving love a chance, and she has a huge measure of trust. No. See, forget this particular circumstance, but that her attitude, people need to actually adopt it. Is it everything you're going to be,
No.
he has lost his accent now, he must be lying to me?
No, damn.
That's when true love is involved. I'm not,
when
no.
it involves so much money, 360 million
I'm not saying she should give out
naira.
money. I like the fact that she's
Please.
confident in the love that she has, but then don't you dare give out money to someone you have
You
never
haven't
seen.
seen.
Even people you have seen.
No, you could.
Even
but
people
not
you
that
have
much
met their
money.
parents.
Exactly.
Even people have met
It's
your
ridiculous.
Even someone you're married. Okay.
Dearie, don't go that far. It's not that bad.
I
come
don't
on.
know, man, but okay, maybe not that bad.
It's
maybe
not that bad.
Maybe not that far. I mean, if someone you're married to swindles you, takes money off you, it's the person's loss,
Yeah.
because the person has just betrayed the trust that
The
you had.
trust.
But then you don't go giving money to someone you absolutely do not know,
not
just
know.
because it's fine. Do you know whose picture that is? That might be somebody's picture from someone. The guy
Exactly.
probably has the kind of
Exactly.
teeth that somebody had to work on.
You. That's
Forget
nasty.
it, man. Forget it, man.
That's really nasty.
Anyway, I wish her luck. I hope that she doesn't lose her
I hope
mind
she
when
finds
she figures.
true love.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't
eventually
even
as
lose
well.
her mind when she figures out that this.
Oh,
is...
she knows. I think she's in denial. I hope she does it. I hope she
Oh,
finds
that.
true love eventually. You know, someone that won't ask for so much in return for her love.
Someone that would even reimburse her.
Because she seems like someone who can love completely. Like
Someone on
she-
Forbes list
yeah.
that will reimburse her, so she would not lose everything. Because $1.4 million.
Yeah, right. Forbes list.
Okay. That's the only kind of person that can just dash her that one. Baby, take. No worry anymore.
Don't worry.
Just take 1.4 million. Forget
I
about
kind
that
of
guy
feel
from
for her. I
Africa.
kind of feel for her, but well, it is what it is for
In the
her.
end.
Yeah. Well, that's much gist we have for you guys tonight, but we're coming up shortly. Before we do go on a break, we need to let you in on all our social media platforms. If you haven't liked our Facebook page yet, please do. It's facebook.com/myr2tv. And guess what? You can stream online right there on our Facebook page. Yeah, we're good like that. We're good like that. Yeah, and then on our Twitter handle is at R2_TV. Follow us. Yes.
Where are we going?
Follow.
Where are we going? We are going up
We're
the
going
ladder.
up. That's it. There's only one way, and
Up
that's
the
the way
ladder,
up.
entertainment
man.
at its
Yeah.
best.
Our phone lines are going to be open when we come back from the short break, and the numbers to call are 08091 222283. 08091 222283.
That's
Wow,
how we
that's
do
a
it.
nice one.
That's the inside Eve dance now, right? It's official. Okay, and 08091 222285, 08091 So please call.
Please call.
Tweet
we're
at
still
us.
we're still onto social media addiction, how it affects the kids. And we know it's a trend, but then it's becoming more of like a psychological situation right
Hey, boom. English lecturer.
now. I forgot to apologize that Boo Boo is still, she's absent for the meantime. Yeah, right. Take a tissue. But she'll be back. She'll be back pretty soon. Don't miss her too much. We'll go on a quick break. Don't go anywhere, please.
Don't you even dare.
You can now watch R2TV online at royalrootstv.com and on your smartphones by downloading the R2TV app for Android, BlackBerry, apps for iOS devices and Windows Mobile from the respective app stores. R2TV, entertainment at its best, entertainment everywhere.
24 hours of total inspiring viewing experience.
We are
R2TV. R2TV.
Yeah, you're welcome back. It's still Inside Eve. If you're just joining us, you're right on time, I guess.
They've missed gist.
You've missed gist. Yeah, we just shared some really nice gist earlier on, but that's okay. We forgive you, right?
Yeah, your sins
Yeah?
are forgiven. During the Lenten season, we forgive you.
We forgive you.
Go and sin no more.
Going straight up to the business of today, social media. It's addictions, it's good sides, it's bad sides. We had to admit on Monday that, social media has a lot of advantages to it. It's the advantages that it has can't really be overemphasized. But then, sometimes you see people walking on the streets, their heads are down, looking at their phones. They have to respond to that ping. They have to take a selfie. What's interesting? There's even selfie stick. Like,
The selfie stick now. And
it's
I intend getting
amazing.
one.
Yeah, right. Oh, I forgot you said you had a 2-bedroom.
Well,
On the social media.
I'm being sincere.
That's fine. It's amazing how one thing, opens doors into other things. When I saw it on CNN, I was like, what? A selfie stick? And it's selling out, although in some places it's regarded as a weapon. So,
I imagine.
yeah, so we barely scratched the surface on social media addiction on Monday. So today, we're going quite deep into social media addiction, its effect on kids, psychological effects. It's trending, yes. Everybody wants to be a part of the social media. Everybody wants to have a smartphone. Everybody is on Twitter, on Instagram, sharing pictures, living that fake life, let me say that in quotation, trying to crawl away from reality. That's where I see it sometimes, really. But then,
Yeah.
I think it's getting a bit too much. Like, sometimes we really need to, like we said like Gary Turk said, look up from our phones and
from
don't
our tabs.
and from our tabs. We're all guilty. Even I am guilty.
And Gary Turkey is guilty.
very guilty.
Where did
Gary
he post?
Turkey.
Where did he post this video?
Exactly.
Social media.
And he made us go there to watch it. We have a couple more videos for you guys to see. Now, let's just take a look at this.
I think we saw
And
this one on Monday.
we
too.
saw this one on Monday, but we have to replay it so that more people can see it and learn a thing or two from it.
reality.
Let's take a look, yeah.
Did you know the average person spends 4 years of his life looking down at his cell phone? Kinda ironic, ain't it? How these touch screens can make us lose touch. But it's no wonder in a world filled with iMacs, iPads, and iPhones. So many eyes, so many selfies, not enough us's and we's. See, technology has made us more selfish and separate than ever. 'Cause while it claims to connect us, connection has gotten no better. And let me express first, Mr. Zuckerberg, not to be rude, but you should reclassify Facebook to what it is, an anti-social network. 'Cause while we may have big friend lists, so many of us are friendless all alone. 'Cause friendships are more broken than the screens on our very phones. We sit at home on our computers measuring self-worth by numbers of followers and likes. Ignoring those who actually love us, it seems we'd rather write an angry post and talk to someone who might actually hug us. Am I bugging? You tell me, 'cause I asked a friend the other day, let's meet up face to face. They said, all right, what time you wanna Skype? I responded with OMG, SRS, and then a bunch of SMHs and realized, what about me? Do I not have the patience to have conversation without abbreviation? This is the generation of media overstimulation. Chats have been reduced to snaps. The news is 140 characters. Videos are 6 seconds at high speed. And you wonder why ADD is on the rise faster than 4G LTE. But get a load of this. Studies show the attention span of the average adult today is 1 second lower than that of a goldfish. So if you're one of the few people or aquatic animals that have yet to click off or close this video, congratulations. Let me finish by saying you do have a choice, yes. But this one, my friends, we cannot autocorrect. We must do it ourselves. Take control or be controlled, make a decision. Me? No longer do I want to spoil a precious moment by recording it with a phone. I'm just gonna keep them. I don't want to take a picture of all my meals anymore. I'm just gonna eat them. I don't want the new app, the new software, or the new update. And if I want to post an old photo, who says I have to wait until Thursday? I'm so tired of performing in the pageantry of vanity and conforming to this accepted form of digital insanity. Call me crazy, but I imagine a world where we smile when we have low batteries. 'Cause that'll mean we'll be one bar closer to humanity.
Okay, nice one.
Nice.
Why are you smiling like
The guy
that?
was being
Is
very
your
aggressive
battery
about
low?
it.
He seems really upset.
My battery
Like-
is fully charged. That's why I can smile. I know I can grab my phone after now. But the guy's aggression was, he should
Yeah,
chill.
the guy's upset.
Move with the
Maybe it's
flow,
'cause he's a
21st
black
century.
guy. You see, the need to feel connected when your battery is low is like
Drug
people-
use.
It's like drug. But it's similar. What's the difference between being addicted to your phone? Yeah, we're going to learn another video soon that actually shows this kind
Similarity.
of correlation. There's no difference really between being addicted to your phone, always being there, and always having the need to do something, to punch a button, to find out if there's a recent update, and being addicted to drugs or hard drugs. There's really no difference.
Just that one is like, one has more of a psychological effect before physical effect. Because
Before
in
a
the
physical
end,
effect.
Because in the end,
That's
it rolls into one.
That's
I mean, it all happens in your. Do you know some people can actually stay in a room and do so much, be so much. There can
Of
be
course.
several things. They're just stuck in a room and they're living a lie. They haven't changed
True.
their clothes. They haven't done anything in days, and they're
You
just
have a
there.
point there.
And a world of stuff has already happened on social media
On social
via their
media,
handles.
yes.
You know all the bullying that goes on now. Kids are going through cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying.
I heard there's this social media suicide or something like that.
There's a
people are
lot
doing
of
now.
stuff that goes on.
It's-
That's like another world entirely. But the main thing is that I believe that every invention comes from God. It comes from God to better our lives as humans. But when you get to the point where you allow it to take control of you, is where I have a problem. Now it's affecting kids these days. You see kids on the tablets. They're opening pages. There was a little girl about 3 years old, I think. She used to go on YouTube and watch stuff like cartoons. And I used to wonder, how does she search for them? How does she find them? The mom probably puts like a parental, I don't know if there's anything like that on YouTube. But don't forget that some parents use that thing to keep their kids occupied. Like they just give them the
sometimes
tablets.
Just give her the tab.
So that he doesn't or she doesn't disturb me. But then again, kids cannot do without the social media and the internet simply because they see their parents doing it.
And it's
when the parents are addicted themselves, children learn by imitation. Then the same thing goes with the children.
Yeah.
You know, so it's I think the main onus lies on the parents
to show the example.
To show example to their kids, to control the way they use it in front of their kids in the first place. And in the second place, to control their kids' use of it. On Monday, you told us that Steve Jobs, he doesn't encourage his children to use
his kids don't use
the
iPads.
iPad. That's coming from Steve Jobs, the great Steve Jobs.
The
So
maker.
who are we?
it's just, I don't know.
Who are we to...
Please, don't say who are we.
No, I'm serious.
I totally understand what you're saying. Like someone of that caliber.
Yeah,
someone
of that
who
caliber.
is
Someone who would
them.
probably encourage kids and adults to use it so that probably they would sell more iPads and stuff like that.
Man.
You know, so he knows what's best, or he knew rather. He's late.
Past tense. May his soul rest in peace, though.
Yes, he knew what was best for his kids. You know, it's not like the thing is running away. It's not running away. Someone made a statement once that children are born into this generation. And that's why you can see that my little niece, she's just, she's going on 5. She's 4 now. She can pick up my tab and she sees me using it once. That's it. She's taking everything in.
They know what to do.
She's taking everything in and then she goes deep into it. And then I wonder, how the hell does she do this? We have a caller on the line. Good evening, Debo from Lagos.
Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Yes, I can. Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm with you. I would like to contribute to your program.
Please.
I reckon you're discussing social media addiction today.
Yes, we are.
Yes, I like to share my 2 cents on social media.
Okay, please do.
Yeah, I think at no other time in human existence have we been more connected than we are today. Social media has revolutionized communication across the globe. We're just a click away, like they say these days. You're just a Skype away from connecting with your loved ones across the Atlantic. However, my thought is that social media has addictive tendencies, and anywhere addiction can be identified, it is indeed important to then attribute that to a psychological state. For me, social media addiction cannot be said to be a trend. It can't be said to be a trend because, for me, it has some psychological deficits that define it. The time equity required to be on social media and the amount of time people spend on social media is quite disturbing. For number one, it cuts down productivity at certain levels.
Yes.
For the relatively underage or the adolescents, it kills their creative juice. Energy. I also at this point should emphasize that I think it's completely ridiculous for kids whose creative energies are to be channeled at this particular growth period to be on social media. I'm actually aware that most social media platforms require a certain age limit for.
But how do they check? How do they check that?
Exactly. Facebook, for
instance. I could claim I'm 18.
Yeah,
that's true.
Actually claim. But the point is that at that stage, at that age, I'm just speaking scientifically. These adolescents or these young people should be channeling their creative energies.
Okay.
I don't think they should be spending. They should be spending several units of the day involved in social media activities because most of these platforms are where you connect at a very superficial level.
Yeah.
Back to adults, living young people now. For adults, I think you can never really have a satisfactory relationship on social media. Most of us have gone on blind dates where we probably just met people on social media and decided to mingle with them. And then we found at the end of the day certain deficits in the who we chose to interact with virtually on social media because we never really got to know them. We never really connect with them. And LOL, a laugh out loud, cannot really compare with
People hardly ever laugh out loud when they type that.
Yeah, I know, right?
A laugh out loud cannot in any way connect with an actual chuckle or an actual giggle, you know, in real life, in real.
You have a point.
So for me, the danger is obvious. The danger is obvious. We live in an illusion that we're in a time famine. Most people actually believe that there's really no time for most other activities aside just work and perhaps their obligations, and that's just about it. But this is not true scientifically. It's been said that we actually possess a lot more time to engage in our activities, but we make excuses. We drum up excuses to see that relative, okay, who probably needs an attention.
Yeah.
We drum up excuses to be with our kids, okay, to make our time to be with them. And then as a replacement for these activities, we then leave them in the incompetent hands of social media, in the incompetent hands of satellite television, where content cannot be regulated.
Censored, yeah.
Yeah. So for me, social media definitely connects us as a people, and we've never been more connected. But all that connection, there is a huge chasm. There's a distance that existed amongst people in different cultures across.
Okay, Debo, sorry, I have a question. You said we should limit the way we expose our kids to social media, right?
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask a question. This is the dispensation that we're in right now. Everybody is on social media. People get to sell stuff, learn stuff, do a lot of other positive things on social media. There are some kids that join good clubs, good groups on social media. Should we, because there are bad things, totally block them out? Now, check this. There were people that also went to JAMB classes during our own time and did bad stuff. It didn't stop some of us from going there to learn. You understand? So what was going on then was, the reigning JAMB class, but some people still went there and learned positive stuff. So what is reigning right now is social media. The world is moving. You don't have to teach out of a textbook anymore. You could teach online and all that. You understand? So should we, because some people will do bad stuff, block it out? If you block them off social media, they will still find a way to be bad if they want to be bad.
They'll still find a way to go there.
You know, like I would like to. It's largely discretionary. I believe that parents, it's at the discretion of parents to figure out what exactly they would like their children to do, being guardians or custodians of these young people.
Okay.
But, for me as a person, I want to believe that some degree of direction is required.
Okay. From the parents
in the home, as far as parenting is concerned.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you might call it trying to distance these children from the realities of the social media trend. However, I'm saying that you're just protecting them from undesirable content. Because whether you like it or not, once they get on that platform, nothing stops participants
from going out of
on
hands.
that platform from putting up videos or content that is unsuitable for your underage ward.
True.
And trust me, the moment you develop your certain content, you begin to develop a capacity for what you see and what you hear. And it's resulting in a lot of psychologically imbalanced
children,
ages.
Yeah. Even
and
adults.
Society, and adults. At the end of the day, society will pay the price for this exposure.
Well,
society will indeed pay the price for this exposure.
We are paying already.
I know, right?
We're paying already. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Debo. Thanks for calling. We appreciate your call. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
It's been a lengthy phone call.
Oh, yes. And I got a lot of insights, from what he said.
Yeah. Okay.
I told you, it still boils down to the parents. It boils down to the parents, really. They need to, set their children on the right course. Yes, you do social media, but then let them know that that's another world on its own. Don't get lost in it. But then again, they do social media. I think I would even have my kids do social media from a certain age.
Sorry, okay. There's someone that said something on Facebook that I've been trying to get to. On our page, Oluwatomisin Obani says, social media can impact a child negatively or positively. Even access to money can impact people negatively or positively. Everything in life has its advantages and disadvantages. It is up to the party involved to choose what path it would like to follow. The character the parents have successfully put in a child will determine what path the child will follow. Keeping the child away from social media would not change anything. He or she will just find another way to get to it, or find something else to focus his or her energy on. The solution is to have children with good character who know what is right and what is wrong.
Who will tell them what is right and what is wrong?
Check
it's
this.
The parents.
Yes, the parents. I have cousins that are in the United States, yeah? They are boys and they should fly and do whatever it is they want to do. But I see their comments, their posts on Facebook. And I'm like, auntie, you try. She has 4 huge boys in the house, but then she keeps telling them, you want to report to police, you are Nigerian children, I will belt you now.
See, even in a society where,
spanking
they
is not allowed
on you, spanking your kids and all of that, she's able to wield that kind of control over her kids.
Before the advent of social media, now that social media has come, these children already have it in them. So I don't think it's about taking away the social media from them.
It's not about taking it. You don't
It's about
take things.
firing them up initially. Firing them up from scratch, even before they can grab that. Teach them what it is that you think that they should know. So that by the time social media is coming, you need to be strong, you need to be strong. You are going to the battlefield. You don't know what your enemy will do, but then you need to be strong for the battle. Now, battlefield, my sister.
You know what? I think raising up kids on its own is more of a spiritual process, really.
Preach, sister.
No, because your kids are in school. You're not there with them.
House, you can't see them.
You can't see them. You don't know what they discuss with their friends.
Hey.
But then I've also learned, even if I have a little boy, I've also learned, maybe from experience, from stories that from other people's experiences rather, that you don't hide things from children. You let them in on it. Let them know what it is about. If you hide it from them,
they'll become more
go behind you and go and find out what that thing is. And that way, it's going to be worse off for them. Yeah. So you don't hide, you teach them about it. Let them be knowledgeable about it.
Okay.
Really? So you're still carrying that one in your mind?
Yes, so it's necessary.
So let them in on it. Educate them about it. And most importantly, let them know that, this is just a virtual world. People don't really know you beyond the surface. They don't, to an extent, really care about you. Even we have friends that we see physically. How many of them are really your friends? How many of them really care about you? Not to talk about your friends in...
Remember the birthday thing I told you now? The moment I took my birthday off Facebook, that year, my page was so clean and fresh. Ain't nobody wishing me happy birthday on Facebook, man. And I'm like, yes, only people that know me for real would say happy birthday to me, and I would know at that point that Fome loves me. That's why she knows me. That's why she's saying happy birthday to me. Not because she woke up and saw it on Facebook like, hey, this is Darien's birthday today. Let's say happy birthday to her. Anyway, do you actually wish the person a happy birthday? How many of these things do we actually mean? It's so easy these days. Everybody just goes, you're scrolling through, like. And
you're liking. Which brings me to what the guy said in the poem, that your self-worth is
based on how many likes.
Based on how many likes you get.
How many comments.
I really don't know how it feels for people to get maybe like 100 likes or 1,000 likes. How does it add to your self-worth?
Or people that say, follow me on Twitter, please follow back. And I'm like, the fact that you have 20,000 followers, how much is in your account? 20,000 were cover? Okay.
Yeah, well, all that's been said is, some of it is being summarized in yet another video that you're about to see. Yeah, I like this one. Parent, child, you ignoring your child because you're on Facebook. You have to respond to your pings.
Facebook is important. Ignore the children.
Watch this.
There is God.
Watch this.
It amazes me that we are all on Twitter and Facebook. By we, I mean adults. We're adults, right? Mommy. But emotionally, we're a culture of 7-year-olds. Have you ever had that moment when you're updating your status and you realize that every status update is just a variation on a single request.
Would someone please acknowledge me?
You post it, and you just wait it out. That first thumbs up appears, and all comments are then read as, "We see you, Mark. We love you, Mark. We care that you are there, Mark." Twitter and Facebook are my techno parents, sating the child in me. But they are not beyond abusing him.
The social media generation.
As in, like, seriously, what's the difference between that addict, the social media addict, and the drug addict?
And the drug addict. Yeah, like you couldn't even help the poor guy.
You know,
taking
it
pictures.
reminds me of the Alufo video, you know, the 4 students from
Yes.
University of Port Harcourt that were burned to death, beaten and all of that, and then people were recording.
Instead of, you know, maybe trying to help.
Someone said that that actually helped people know, you know, it helped people realize the wickedness that was being perpetrated there or whatever. But then, I don't know, sometimes someone sees an accident and first thing is
to take a picture.
Or let me record.
Or
let me
make
record.
a video.
The 5 seconds, the 20 seconds you are
could
recording,
save a life,
like,
right?
could save a life. Exactly. You could carry someone to the
Save a
hospital
life.
and do something. Or there was
It's
this
really
actor
sad.
that passed on recently, and someone took a picture of when he slumped and he was being carried to the hospital. Muna. And then I'm like, that person must have been a close family member for the person to be there at that point, I mean, before the news broke. And the person decided to post it on social media.
And you know what even baffles me is the fact that these days, you know, back then a diary used to be like a really private thing. You know, some diaries have a little
Lock,
key,
yeah.
a little lock and all of
Good
that.
old days, man.
But these days, man, nobody really cares anymore. They put their status, whatever is happening. We have a caller. Hello,
Hi,
good
Godfrey.
evening.
Hello, good evening. Hi, how you guys doing?
Very well, thank you. Godfrey from Ikeja. How are you this evening?
Yes, I'm fine, for me. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Please, I'm not the only one here. Say
I was
hello
just going to revolt and say, why only for me?
I was expecting you to talk. No. My son just distracted me that time.
Oh, okay. Hope it's not on the internet.
Yeah, watching the TV or on social media, watching you guys.
You have to watch it closely.
Okay, watch us on social media. When we are done, you can shut it down.
So, yeah, let me
I'm just
give you
kidding.
feedback on your show.
Okay.
It's social media addiction, and really, it's very, it's crazy. I mean, that last video clip said it all.
Yeah.
Many people really on a conscious or subconscious level are really into the social media platform just to feel have a self-worth that they're important. People want to know them. They put pictures up. They want people to feel. They want to be noticed. So that shows there's a real gap. There's a gap in people's lives. They're not getting the kind of love that they desire from friends and family.
Yeah.
So there's a real, it's like what they call a canker worm in society, and if it's not addressed, I mean, it can really have many start to walk around the place. And another picture I could give you is some children I know. One is about 15-year-old, a girl. She doesn't talk much. You can see that her confidence level is not so much, but she's always on the phone, chatting. You see her posting pictures. I'm like, but really, I know this girl, she's not so confident. So there's something wrong, and parents are not even noticing such things. So parents, my advice is parents really have to be careful what their children are doing. Look for these red flags, because you want your child growing up confident. You want your child having real relationships with you, with her friends. She's able to speak confidently, boldly, And now, adults, really, you have to check yourself if you have this problem.
Yeah.
Address it.
That's
Address
true.
it.
I agree with
Talk to
you.
someone.
I
Find
agree
real
with
love.
you, Godfrey.
All right.
But then again, let's not forget the fact that parents these days are busy. Apart from the fact that the social media is there, if you don't give it to them at home, they'll find a way to get through to it. And then parents also are busy. It's either they're working from 9 to 10.
No, it's 5 a.m. to 10 p.m.
5 a.m. to, ridiculous work hours. How do you suggest that parents, try to curb or monitor their kids and their usage of the social media and the internet in general?
Okay, let me give you an example. Everybody's busy, right? Everybody's chasing money. How busy are you busier than Steve Jobs? One of the richest people in the world. Are they busier than him? This is the empire. Meanwhile, he still made it clear that his kids don't use his iPads.
We have to find a way.
No,
Abi.
Steve has people working under him. So maybe he has more time.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have more time. He's busy. He's thinking. So it's just for the parents to really sit down and say, okay, what do I do?
What's the priority here?
1 hour of quality time with my parents, my kids,
Yeah.
and really speak to them. It's going to take some my time and mind power to actually think through it and think what they're going to do for the kids.
Sure.
I mean, they should use it. They should be smart. They should be able to talk about anything, anywhere, with the right resources. But they should understand this was made for them and not the other way around.
All right. Thank you very much,
Thank
Godfrey.
you, Godfrey.
Yeah.
Thank
Hope
you.
your son is watching on social media still.
No.
Yes, I'm going to comment on your Facebook.
Yay, please comment on
Make
our
sure
Facebook.
make sure you don't go into social media and ignore the child, eh?
No.
Just take him along.
Thank you for calling.
Wow.
Have a good evening.
Good
Thank
evening.
you. Bye.
Yeah, I think in the end, we cannot ignore this world. But then we must not we must not forget, we must not forget that it is what it is. It is virtual reality. Okay, sounds like, what's that? Is it oxymoron or something? When you place to sites.
Okay, let me quickly take this comment on Facebook. It's from Shei Yahweh. And he says, last vacation, my 12-year-old daughter, who's in JSS3, was all about WhatsApp with friends from different schools. It was so bad that one of her favorite pastime is visiting the bookstore to pick interesting books as a reward for good school performance. She forgot about that. With this experience, her mom and I have made up our minds that she isn't getting a smartphone till when we feel she can cope well. That's very good for her. Yes,
it's good for her. But Fume, don't forget that she's going to go with her friends.
No.
She's going to see these things.
Listen.
And she's just going to beef her parents
Let me tell you something, Darren. If she's a child that has been brought up properly, she will know that my parents are doing this because I've probably done something wrong.
Well,
listen,
that's so sure.
How many novels did you read growing up, Darren? Didn't you used to read a lot?
I used to read some.
These days, it just shows you that children don't read as much as they used to.
No, but
children sometimes don't even think that much because everything is on Google.
Babes, they are e-books.
No.
See.
No, they're e-books. That's good. You know, all these we're saying, don't forget, they all have positive, they all have good sides
I know.
to them.
See, okay, all your integrated science textbooks that you read, of what relevance are those things to you right now? We are going with, see, I don't need any teacher to bring a 1979 notebook that is already brown to sit down and say, social studies is the study of this and that, integrated science is the study of, you know, we don't need people to teach like that anymore. The world has moved into a whole new, it has moved to a whole new level. People have to, whether they like it or not, all the information is on the internet. We just need to train the children to know what is wrong and what is right. Not yank them off that place because they will still find a way. They will still find a way to get there.
I know a lady who, you know, she gave her eldest daughter a smartphone. You know, she can go on the, not like one of those medium-sized smartphones. At least she can do WhatsApp, she can do Twitter and the rest. But then the other little girl, she's about maybe 12 or so. She doesn't have a phone yet. So she sets like benchmarks for the children to either get a smartphone. That doesn't mean she doesn't have access to the internet. She has a laptop, for instance, but she doesn't have a modem.
Oh, okay.
She can use her sister's phone to make calls. She can use her mom's laptop to go on the internet. That's some kind of caution on the kids.
True that.
It doesn't mean that you are denying them completely. It just means that it's not yet time. And when they understand, okay, we have a caller. Hello, Promise.
Hello, from.
Good evening.
Hi.
I'd like to.
Wait. Hello, Fome.
Please say hello to Derry, please.
I said hello, Derry.
I did not hear that part. I'm sorry. Hello, Promise. How are you?
Thanks for calling, Promise.
Thank you guys for picking my call. Considering kids having to look for a way out, even when their parents bad them, I want to believe it's a function of the upbringing of a child.
Okay.
I know someone, we're quite close. She's 25. She's in her final year in school. She's studying law. She left her home, and her father said something. I'm not going to allow you to take your laptop to school because it would make you watch movies and you won't concentrate and all of that.
Really?
Trust me. This is her 6th year, and she has not bothered buying a laptop here in Lagos.
So it's
And her father
working.
is far away in the east.
So she's not watching with her friend's iPad.
No, she's not. And the truth is, when you talk to her about it, that wouldn't you like to get a laptop? And she's like, no, I'm not interested. My father doesn't tell me reason why I need it now. And I've looked at it. I don't think I need it.
I'd like to believe that that's a child who has been well brought up.
It's difficult to believe. She's 25.
It's possible.
I understand, though. There are some people that understand the spirit of your parents being around you.
I've been a few kids like that. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm going to deviate a little. I've been to a party where a 14-year-old child told the mom, let's walk away. They're playing songs that are detrimental to my psychology.
What?
That English alone blew me away.
A 14-year-old?
A 14-year-old child said, Mommy, let's do this party. They are playing a song that is detrimental to my psychology.
Well, I like to believe their
Trust
children
me,
like
that is what he has been taught at home.
They're still
Yes.
cool. They're still cool kids.
So I want to believe that if the upbringing is there, if the upbringing is there's an understanding, you have an understanding with that child, you talk, you communicate properly, don't hide things from them. Then they understand why you're saying this. Then they understand why you're asking them not to put their hands in fire. They don't need to get their hands burnt before they know fire is bad.
Yeah,
and that's what I think. That's my take.
Wow.
So everything comes down from how, of course, how the upbringing has been taught to these kids while they are growing up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Promise. Thank you so much. Oh, God, please let my kids be like that.
I think it all boils down to parents having time for their kids.
For their kids.
See, we know that we are busy. We want to make all the cheddar.
Proper communication.
The rest is not to the swift, my brother and sister. No, but seriously, people need to understand that you must make time for your kids. We ourselves cannot. Okay, we have a caller.
We have a caller. Sammy from Ikeja. Hi, Sammy.
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Good evening. How are you this evening?
I'm very good.
Good to know.
Sounds very sweet this evening.
Cool.
Yeah. I want to contribute on the topic for the day.
Okay.
Now, I think that all these things we're talking about protecting our kids from the effects of social media and all that, I think we need to just know how to draw the balance. Now, as much as we say that we don't want to get them hooked, like Darren said earlier, a lot of what they need is on the internet.
Yeah.
But then we need to know where to draw the line to make sure that our children grow in a proper community. They know where to give the hugs, they know where to love instead of clicking likes and all that, and make sure that they don't get addicted like the junkie in the video we just saw.
Mark.
Right. Now, the thing is, there are parental guides on the internet how you can screen something. But really, no matter how much parental guide you want to put on your kids' laptop and all that, these kids are getting smarter than smart.
They are using smartphones.
Yes, they are getting smarter than the smartphones. They are knowing how to break the locks and all these things.
They hack
when
like
computer
anything.
village is just here, that they can go anywhere and learn what they want to learn and do what they want to do. Because we don't always follow them everywhere they go.
Yeah.
Now, like also what Darren said, this thing is, was it Darren that said Dofome? That this thing,
we said it together.
It's spiritual.
Oh, it was
yes, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Because seriously, I think we need to not just place the caution, we need to turn it over to God. That Lord, these are my kids.
Hallelujah.
Help me be good parents.
Touch
help
them,
me
Lord.
be a good parent and help these kids grow well. Really. Because seriously, whether we like it or not, we need to really draw the balance.
They're going to get out there.
And help them. My bottom line is letting them grow in a proper community. Don't use an iPad to distract.
So the internet being another community, like
I'm not talking about the virtual community. I'm talking about a real life community.
Oh yes, but then
where
again,
real hugs, real touch, real lives and real loves.
Yes, I agree with you. But then again, we're talking about the real community as one community. This thing has become a part of our lives. It is also a community on its own. So parents have the responsibility to, you know, like you said, children need to know how to, you know, find the balance, where to draw the line when they go on there.
When they become members of that community.
I think it is much of the parents' duty.
Of course.
So to navigate the kids in that direction.
Yeah.
More than saying the children.
That's the word.
Navigate
it to that direction.
Navigate them in the right direction to know, oh, this is the way, what in it.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Thanks, Sammy.
Thank you so much, Sammy. Thanks for calling.
Like us on Facebook.
Thank you.
Follow us on Twitter.
Social media junkie.
It's necessary for my sister. You know, there's this interesting post I must read from Facebook. Grace Ayabime Okpo. Truth is, this social media fear is often overrated. We all act as if we turned out this good because our parents sniff down our necks all the time. Oh, please, let the children have a life. Really? One thing for sure is clear. You can put away all the tablets, pads, and laptops, even phones, and the kids will still turn out the way they want, the way they do with what they learned from watching you.
From watching you.
Parents should just stop being hypocritical and realize early that your child learns the most about life simply by watching you.
By watching you.
Epic. That's just
children learn by imitation.
It.
I said that earlier. Children will learn by imitation. So even if you tell them it's not good, it's this one, it's that, it's bad, it's a fake world.
Oh, but mommy
if they
comes
see you on it all the time, then, mommy, what are you talking about?
Daddy's trying to talk to mommy and then she's pinging away. Or mommy burns a pot of rice.
And then soon she'll be asking for her own phone, or she will even convert your phone to her phone. Kids do it these days.
Yes, no.
They will convert the phone. If you don't want to get them a phone, they will convert your phone into theirs. So, you know, really.
I have this friend, she has 3 boys. And I'm like, hey, I always call her house barracks because it's like a military camp. And she goes, T-boy. Mommy, I'm sorry. I'm like, God gave you boys on purpose. So when the kids see you and they come, Auntie, phone me, and they pick your phone, she looks at them like, when did that one start? I don't even allow them play with my phone, so you don't go playing with someone else's phone. And then the moment she gives them the look like this, they go, Mommy, I'm sorry. And I'm like, God gave you 3 men for a purpose.
Yeah,
as in, like, seriously, we need to see. All of us keep going. You know, I was listening to a program on radio this afternoon when I was coming, and they were talking about people doing chores and all that. At what age should you start sending your kids on errands and all that?
As early as possible.
You know, and then everybody kept talking, and I just figured that a lot of us paint our own parents like they were monsters. Those days I couldn't sit down like this. My mom would slap me like that. I couldn't do this, you know. We paint them,
but
bad,
the good thing is,
we feel...
The good thing is when they grow up, they realize my mom was actually doing me a favor.
A favor. We eventually come to that, but we go, and then because of that, a lot of people now want to pamper their kids and like that wickedness that my mother showed me. I will make sure I don't show my child. And to an extent, we are not doing them any good. You know, the child is crying or the child is doing something. You go, stop it, stop it.
Petting and spoiling
and the next second, they're like, just let him have it, let him have it. And the house help.
So you will stop crying.
The house help spanks your son, and maybe, well, we shouldn't allow that too much, but the house help spanks your child, and you suddenly go, what did he do? Why did you beat him? Give him his biscuits.
You have a point. You have a good point, Derry. You know, a story just popped into my head. I think I read it on the internet that, you know, parents, it would be nice if parents opened an account for their kids and then post pictures, send them emails over the years, put pictures there and all that. Just get that store of information and pictures and lovely moments they had together, and then give them the password when they're like, maybe like 15.
That's if they've
or
not hacked it
14.
before then, for me.
No, they wouldn't know about it. That would be a really
The
nice
special
present.
gift, Abby.
That would be a really nice gift. Wow.
My final
Well,
thought.
it's come.
Social media is an amazing tool, but it's really the face-to-face interaction that makes a long-term impact. We must not forget that face-to-face is another way of life. Remember that face-to-face is another. No, but it is the main
You
thing.
remember that?
I can't remember that. I do remember that. You know, we must not forget that. We can't deny the fact that the world has relocated, not just to Mars. The world has relocated to the internet, to social media. Yes, we must all live there because you're watching me via live stream on Facebook now. But then don't forget the other side, the real side of life. You're not going to be buried on Facebook when you die. Or maybe.
Okay, first to form habits, and then they form us. Conquer your bad habits, or they will conquer you. You just find out one day that, oh, if you drowned in social media, you no longer have a life. So please, wake up. Social media, internet, yes, it's good, but then come back to reality.
Reality check. Beep, beep.
Move back. But unfortunately, we've come to the end of the show. Yeah. But then, you can catch a live broadcast tomorrow morning at 5:30.
A repeat broadcast.
A repeat broadcast,
I'm not gonna
pardon
be
me. Tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. And then we'll be back here with you guys on Monday at 8 p.m. Don't forget, okay, yes, I'm guilty. Don't forget, the conversation continues on social media, Facebook, Twitter. Yes, like our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. Yeah. Thanks for watching.
On
Thanks to all our
social media.
callers. We love you so much.
I'm Aderi Salah.
And I'm Fomer, signing out on
social
Inside
media.
Eve.
Catch you on social media, yo.
Bye.